Let me congratulate you and welcome you in Hyderabad city. Sir, you are giving me a goosebumps like I don't want to ask your age. Let me start. What is your age today and what inspired you to go for this?
Well, I'm 73 years old,
Only.
yeah.
Okay.
And what inspired me to start this was um, basically SPICMACE, that is the Society for the Promotion of Indian Classical Music and Culture amongst youth. This is a movement we started 45 years ago in IIT Delhi, and it was with the aim of making our education more complete. Things that were very subtle, very abstract, very inspiring, and even very mystical were getting sidelined. And the best of our heritage contains all these things. So we decided to take our heritage in terms of our classical music, our classical dance, our yoga and meditation, our traditional crafts, our cinema classics, and bring it to the lives of young people in schools and colleges all over India and abroad. And the last 45 years, we have managed to touch about 5,000 events a year in about 500 towns in India and about 50 abroad. So this was the main purpose, to spread. We wanted to, 500 is, the 5,000 is still very, very, very small. We have about 20 lakh institutions in this country. So I decided to take this cycle yatra so I could go to very small places like Nirmal, like Bhensa, like Adilabad, where we could expand and reach, as I said, many, many more children. So that,
But you're from Delhi, right? You were working in Delhi and settled down in Delhi only?
yeah, I was a professor at IIT Delhi for last 45, 46 years.
Yes.
I've been a professor in operations research. First, I retired about 8 years ago, but then I continued as Professor Emeritus, an honorary professor, and only recently in June 2022 have I left IIT for good.
So cycling is always your passion or you were doing always some competition or participating or suddenly it came?
No, no, as I told you, the main idea of the cycling was to spread the message of SPICMACE. Number two was that it is also good for the health, it's also good for the environment, but more importantly, if one cycles alone, it also becomes a complete meditation. So that's why I try to cycle alone.
No,
That's
but
number.
now you're 73, right? People always talk about, oh, at 73 age, you have to take care a lot. And you were like doing cycling not near places. You're not going 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 kilometers. It was a 1,000 miles journey. So there was no stuck, nothing in your mind. Your family was telling you something or some obstacles. Oh, how will I do it? And especially the winters, if we talk about you. Isn't it a tough journey with you?
Yes, it's a tough journey, and many people did say that why are you doing it? But when you get this, when the bug bites you, you just do it. You say yes, we'll check it out and try to do it. And so, as I said, the three things, the two I mentioned, and the third thing is also that we are forgetting Mahatma Gandhi, and his idea of simple living and high thinking. So the cycle which I've taken is only 7,000 rupees. It's got no gear, no disc brake, no shockers, and with three sets of clothes. I'm trying to go from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, trying to tell the young people that we can live very simple lives and still be very in a state of ananda.
So, what is your health tips, sir? What exactly the fitness panda you follow? You need to be fit, right? You're going in a different variation of temperatures, and physically you have to be fit. So, what goes? What kind of routine you follow?
Physical fitness is governed by mental fitness, and mental fitness is governed by spiritual fitness. So, if you can think in terms of making it a spiritual journey, which I do consider it as, then you find that the obstacles faced mentally and physically become much less. However, you still have to be careful what you eat, when you eat, what you drink, when you drink. All these things you have to be very careful about. And you should not overdo it, obviously. I have already, it's not that this whole journey has been hunky-dory. There have been many obstacles. For example, like at Datia, I got dysentery, diarrhea and fever. But I said, I have to go on. So next day again I got onto the cycle and went. When I reached Betul, because I had to go through the Satpura range and the Vindhyachal range, my right knee gave way. In the sense it started paining a lot. So then I had to take medicine for that, but I said I have still to go on. So I continued. In Aligarh, there was it rained and it was such large amount of knee-deep water. I had to go through that. So there have been a lot of challenges, but when you are mentally at it like that, you say, just have to go on. That's it.
How your family reacts to it? Like who are there in your family?
My brothers and sisters are there, but they are not there in Delhi. They are in
You're married?
No, I'm not married.
Okay. So no regret. A healthy man without marriage.
So that's how it is. And generally it's been, people have said it's very good, but they all been very, naturally a little bit apprehensive, but it's been fine, no problem.
So what's the next journey you're planning? It's not end, right?
No, I'm going up to Kanyakumari. I'm planning this journey should continue up to Kanyakumari. And we'll talk about the next journey after I reach there.
Okay. From there also you'll come back? From there also you come back in cycle only?
No, not yet. I'm going to reach there and then decide what I have to do.
What is the situation?
What is the next step?
So what are the preparations are like being done from your side, like in cycle, the food, the water, how you make the arrangements?
No, the arrangements are usually done because we have got these pick-make units in different parts of the country. So they are the ones who are making all the route. But I'm not going straight. I'm going like that.
So you are still on the journey and you came to Hyderabad?
Yeah, I'm still on the journey.
Half journey is done. So you have come from where to where in cycle, if you can guide us?
Nagpur, then Adilabad, then Nirmal, Bhensa, Basar, and this Dharmareddy, and then coming to, I suppose, to Hyderabad. So, and once on Donti village.
Okay.
Yeah, Donti village. Like that in Telangana. And before that we have come from Kashmir and Srinagar and all these places.
So from Hyderabad, where are you going?
I'm going to be going down south into Andhra and then going to Karnataka, to Bangalore, and then go on to Chennai, Puducherry, Trichy, and then to hopefully to Kanyakumari. That's the idea.
How many days it's a plan like? Journey?
End of January or beginning of February, because every day we are adding new places.
Okay.
Because where our chapters are, they are saying, why don't you come here also? So it's going like that. It's not going straight. So that's
in a day, how many kilometers you cover? According to the highest miles you have covered according to right now?
No. Highest I've covered is a lot.
Kilometers, like in a one day, if we talk about.
No, in one day I've covered about 95 kilometers also, but that's a one-off thing.
Okay.
Like just 3-4 days back I covered 63 kilometers. That's also, it's usually between 30 and 60 kilometers.
Per day?
Per day. Usually between 30 and 60, running between 3 to about 4 hours of cycling. Then I have meetings with, there are 3 types of meetings. One, we go to schools and colleges, do orientation with them. The second one is talking to principals and important people in the city. And the third one is actually trying to get new leaders into Spikmake, so that this movement actually can go to every little place all over.
So till now, how many kilometers total you have gone in cycle?
See, I did one.
When you started, like it's how long you've been going on cycle?
See, what happened was that somewhere in the early part of this year, we were discussing as to why we have got stuck at only about 5,000 events a year. 5,000 programs a year we were doing in about 500 towns in India and about 50 abroad. But we got stuck in that for about 10 years because we were not able to reach out to very, very small places. So I just, in a spur of the moment, I said, I'm going to cycle and go to small places. Then what happened was that I said, I'm going to cycle from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. But when I came home that night, I had a sleepless night. I said, I don't know whether I'll be able to do this. I've said it, but I don't know whether I'll be able to do it. So, but I said, now I've given a word, I have to do it. So I said, let me try. I'll go from Delhi to Jaipur on the cycle and then come back on the bus with the cycle. So I went from Delhi to Jaipur. When I reached Jaipur, I said, Jaipur pahunch gaye? Let me go ahead. So I cycled to Udaipur. When I reached Udaipur, I said, yahan bhi aa gaye, let's go further. So I went to Sabarmati.
1,000 miles you have covered right now.
Sabarmati ashram in Ahmedabad. And then everybody said, now put your cycle in the train and come back. I said, no, when I've come all the way, I might as well go back. So I came back to Rajghat via Ujjain and all this. That circuit was 2,500 kilometers, that one. But then after that, I got the confidence to start this journey, which was started on 15th of August. And now I've covered almost the same 2,500 coming here, more than 2,500 I think, coming to Hyderabad from Srinagar.
How much kilometers is it?
I think over 2,500 kilometers we have covered, coming from Srinagar to this place. Because it's not been straight, it's become like this, like this.
And just wanted to know, at this point of time, what tips you would like to give to the youngsters to be fit? People always talk about the age. And from how long you've been doing this cycling?
No.
How many years now?
See, cycling I've been doing very small cycling.
This journey, when? Long journeys.
First time. Second time.
Okay.
I would
So
say.
it's like 1 year you started? Like, it's been 1 year?
Long one will be about 1 year. But short journeys, like in Delhi itself, I used to cycle off and on, but not like this. This was done, as I said, on the spur of the moment. But that spur of the moment was converted into actual cycling. That was
So
it.
we will just see your cycle. Come and just show us your cycle. We'll take you a cycle tour. No problem. Now sir will show us the cycle. If you can explain, I love the cycle and the things you have. Inspirational cycle.
So this is
Yeah.
There are no shockers. There's no gears. There are no disc brakes. I put my bag on this, another one here, and I cycle. That's it.
And this is what? Blood group and all that
This
stuff.
is just to tell in case I get knocked out.
Okay, precaution wise.
This is in case I get knocked out. Then they should know at once what my blood group is.
Oh my God.
Right?
Okay.
And also some phone numbers, which will
and
tell.
the water bottle is there.
Water bottle is there, and our dear flag is there
The
also.
inspirational spirit.
Yes.
The inspirational spirit. And that what full hard, like your bag.
This is for the bag.
Bag easily got stuck here, like easily.
Here, and then we tie it with those elastic ropes.
Okay.
That's how it is. And then one is put here also.
Okay.
That's
Just
it.
sit in the cycle. Oh wow, we'll do that. So what, like when you travel, this is your mask.
When I come into the city, then I also wear a mask. Wherever there is a lot of pollution,
Okay.
like that, I also wear a mask.
And the specs?
The
They are special specs?
This is a spec, which goes on top of the specs.
Ah.
This is used because of the glare. When there's a lot of sun, then this helps reduce the glare.
Okay.
So that's why I put this on.
And when you go for the journeys, anything diet plan you have to follow or like
You must be
something?
very careful on food.
Yes.
I take only boiled food, largely speaking. No oil, no chilies, and there must be some protein also, which I try to take. Soya nuggets in it. In the morning, I try to take a handful of soaked peanuts with a banana, and also some dry fruit soaked overnight. So you must have a lot of protein, and you must be very careful on water.
Yes.
Water is a danger, big danger. So you have to be careful that you take make sure that the water is boiled very well, but I make sure that I try to take bottled water, that's why.
Okay.
So these are some of the precautions which you should take.
So what are tips already health-wise you said for the youngsters? What inspiration? We always on the stress and blaming for the bad situations, and you have come out of bad situations physically, mentally, morally. What message you would like to give them?
I'd like to say that, the young person is wanting things too quickly and too easily. And I think that there's no great thing that you can get without pain, without a struggle. And for you to say that, you want everything on your lap is what is a big danger. This young person is much smarter than what we were at their age. So the smartness is there, but wanting things very quickly, so certain amount of patience and a certain amount of faith is what is missing. If that is there, and great effort, to achieve anything of great depth, you have to put in a great effort. That is one thing. And also another message which I'd like to say is that you must be ready to give of yourself a little bit in whatever you do, because that gives you a lot of power. Mother Teresa used to say something very beautiful. She used to say that, you must give some amount of your time to something from which you don't expect anything. Another thing what she said with that was that true service has to have pain. If you don't have pain, it's not true service. So that's it.
Hats off to you, sir, and congratulations and best of luck for your journey. So from Hyderabad to Kanyakumari. So I just wanted to know we got a call, sir, reached Kanyakumari safely. And you will, I know.
Thank you very much.
So thank you so much, sir, talking to us. Thank you.